Happy to see you again, and I welcome you all for this presentation. Now, we will be discussing the concept of equilibrium of concurrent coplanar force systems in the elements of civil engineering and mechanics. Earlier, we have discussed the same concept of coplanar, concurrent and non-concurrent system. Here, the term is different and a new name is added called equilibrium. In earlier module, that is in module 1, you have dealt same concurrent and non-concurrent coplanar force system by resolution. So there instead of equilibrium, you will be having the word called resolution of coplanar concurrent and non-concurrent force system will be given there. But here we will be discussing equilibrium concept. So the module 2 consists of the concept of equilibrium. The earlier class we have discussed what is equilibrium and how to make the objects equilibrium under the state of rest. Okay, so in order to understand those concepts, let us take some more examples and let us work out in order to understand how to keep an object into a state of rest. This is our primary motto here. The problem might be coplanar concurrent force system or non-concurrent force system. Yes, let us take this first problem. Two cables are connected at A and B as shown in figure. There is a cable and that is AC. This might be a steel cable or cable wire, rope, cable rope might be there. So whatever might be the material. That is, there are two cables which are hung at the point A and point B. And at point C, you are having a load of or a force of 30 kilonewton which is being applied. And the angle is given. That is 45-degree angle from the horizontal and 30-degree from the horizontal at right and left hand side. Okay, what we have to find is the force which is applied at C and B and C and A. So, we know that there is a force which is hung that is 30 kilonewton, and in order to make this rope or this cable to carry this load, so in some cases if you are placing something in a rope, some weight in this rope can broke or this cable can broke into two pieces. So what is your intention is to make this cable a stable one, and you have to hang this 30 kilonewton load. That is 30 kilonewton is 30,000 newton and it will be 3000 kilogram. So a 3000 kilogram is nearly a huge weight. Such a huge weight has to be carried, and it might be the weight of a empty vehicle, 3 ton of weight. So you will be having 3000 kg and a 3 ton of weight around heavy vehicle like a lorry. So imagine the capacity of this rope or the cable. So what we have to make is what is the force which is transferred to this C and B and C and A. So let us find that. Okay, so in order to find the amount of force which is been acting, we have already learned the concept of Lami's theorem. So let us draw the free body diagram here. Okay, so what are the forces acting here? So at the point C, there is one force 30 kilonewton downward, and there are two ropes which are hung. So each rope is being taken as a tensile force. So if you pull this rope downward, so it gets tensioned. So you have two tensile force, that is TCA. It is starting at C and ending at A. So it is indicated in suffix. And also C to B. So TCB. These are the two forces. Now the angle is given with respect to horizontal, that is 45 degree. What will be the rest of angle? The sum of angle in a quadrant will be 90 degree minus 45 will be 45 degree. Okay. The same way you can find the remaining angle. If this is 30 degree and 90 minus 30 will be 60 degree. Okay, we have found the half of the circle, and what about the remaining half? So we know that this will be exactly 90 degree at both the sides. So we got all the angles now, and we can easily solve this problem by using the Lami's theorem. How to find the total angle? So this is 60 and 45 will be 105 degree, and 90 plus 45 will be 135 degree, 90 plus 30 will be 120 degree. So you have three number of forces and three number of angles. So you can use the Lami's concept in order to keep this object in equilibrium state. There are only 3 number of forces, and in Lami's theorem you can solve by using this when you have 3 number of forces. And we know, so what is the Lami's theorem? Force into sine of the opposite angle. So 30 divided by sine 105 degree, 30 divided by sine 105, and TCB divided by sine 120 degree, TCB sine 120, and TCA, the opposite angle is 135 degree, and TCA by 135 degree. Okay, so this is the equation of Lami's. The unknown is TCA and TCB. What you can do is you can use two equations. Let us take this TCA and this 30. If you are taking the first two equations, so there will be two unknowns and it is difficult to solve. So in order to solve it easily, you can take the values which are known, and you have this value known, and if you are taking TCA by sine 135 and 30 by sine 105, you can take this two equation and you can cross multiply 30 into sine 135 degree. So 30 into sine 135, you will be getting TCA by, if you simplify this, you will be getting 21.961 kilonewton. And if you need TCB, you can take these two equations, and what you have to do is you have to cross multiply sine 120 degree. So sine 120 degree has been cross multiplied, and if you simplify, you will be getting TCB as 26.897 kilonewton. Yes. So this is our solution, final solution. As an engineer, you gave a solution that if a 30 kilonewton load is to be hung by this cable, then this cable carries a load of 21.96 kilonewton and 26.897 kilonewton, and these forces will be acting in tension mode, and there is a tensile force acting in it. So let us go to the next problem. Find the value of W. So there is a load hung here. This is a picture, and which is required to maintain equilibrium configuration as shown in the figure. So you have a pulley here. These are the two pulleys, and there is a load which is hung of 100 Newton. And what is your case here is, see, there is 2 W. So this weight is unknown. So how much weight if you hung at both the ends? This object will be in equilibrium. So it is not resting at any ground. So you have to make this into a hanged object. So hanged weight. Okay, how to hang this? Let us find. We know the concept of making the forced object into equilibrium state. So what we can do is we can use Lami's theorem here. Why? Because let us first draw the free body diagram. So you have 3 number of forces here. So one force is downward and 100 Newton, and other two forces, that is AC and AB, which is given here. So TAC will be one side which is tensioned, and TAB will be other side tension. So you can note here that it is acting away from the object. Why? Because if the load is hung at downward, this member stretches, so it elongates, it gets tensioned, and hence it is written as away from the point. Okay, so there is no angle which is given from the vertical, there is no angle which is given. You have to find the angle, and they have given the distance between the two pulleys, and from the center to center distance you have 3 meter, and the height will be 0.5 meter, which is the triangle height. You can see a triangle here which is having a base of 3 meter and height of 0.5 meter. You can take it as a right angle triangle, and you can find the angle here. So if you consider this as a right angle triangle, you can take opposite side by adjacent. So opposite side will be exactly at 1.5 meter, and 1.5 divided by 0.5. So tan theta, if I am applying 1.5 by 5, I will be getting 3. If you tan inverse, I will be getting 71.56 degree. So this will be the angle. So this is the theta, which we found that 71.56 degree. After finding this, both the angle as theta, we can find the rest of the angle, that is 90 minus 71.56 will be the rest of the angle. So you have to add this and 90 degree. After finding all the angles, you can use by using this Lami's theorem. So 100 by the opposite angle. So what will be the opposite angle? 1 theta here is 71.56. So 71.56 into 2 and 100 by 71, 100 by 146.12. And next TAB, the opposite side will be, you know that this angle is 71.56 degree, and if you subtract from 90 degree, you will be getting 18.44 degree. And if you add this 18.44 plus 90 degree, you will be getting the total angle as 108.44 degree. That is written here. And TAC, the opposite angle will be 90 plus the 18.44 degree. That is rest of this theta will be the same value. Okay, let us take first two equation, TAB or TAC. Both the angles are same. So if you are taking that, you have to cross multiply sine 108.44. And if you simplify this, you will be getting 158.113 Newton. So this will be the answer here. And weight acting on a cable equal to tension in a cable, that is 158.113 Newton. So what is the weight which you have to hang here? Which is 158.113 Newton at each side. If you hung the load of W, you will be making this mechanics into a static. You can make this mechanics into rest. You can hang this 100 Newton load. Okay. Let us go to the next problem. And you can see the earlier problem was all the forces are acting at a single point. Now you can see there are multiple number of points. You can see 4 points here. A rope supporting two loads, that is W and P. If B and C is horizontal and W is 600 Newton, B and C is horizontal and W is given as 600 Newton. Determine the load P. So you have to find the load P. Also find the tensile force developed in the different segments of the rope. So you have segments of the rope here. So this is a roof. So in this roof, there are ropes which are hung at point A, at point D. So at the two junction point, the rope is fixed with the roof. And at 2 points, there are loads at point B and point C. So you know the angle, that is 30 degree and 60 degree, which is given in the figure. What you have to find is, W is given as 600, you have to find what is the force which is acting in AB and BC and DC. These are the three number of rope forces which are unknown, and the P is also unknown. So let us solve this problem and find what are the rest of the forces which are acting in order to make this component into equilibrium. Okay. So let us split into two number of cases. So let us take joint B, and if I am taking joint B, a 600 kilonewton is hung here, and there are two forces, that is BA and BC. So these are the two ropes, BA, TBA. So tension is acting here and another tension is acting at BC, TBC. Yes. So in this point you have three number of forces. So we have only considered the point B, and at B you have three number of forces. Now you know that if you have three number of forces and if you know the angle, you can get the rest of the forces by using Lami's theorem. So let us use the Lami's theorem for first concurrent force system. So at this junction B, let us apply this Lami's equation. So 600 divided by sine 150, 600 by sine 150 is here. TBC, the opposite angle is sine 120, CB sine divided by sine 120, and TBA, the opposite angle is 90 degree, and TBA sine 90 degree. So all the values are here. So let us take the first two equation, and if you need TCB, you can cross multiply sine 120 by sine 150. So sine 120 by sine 150. If you simplify, you will be getting 1039.230. So now you have found out the force at BC. And if you want to find force at BA, let us use the rest of the two equations, that is 600 by sine 150 equal to TBA divided by sine 90. So if you cross multiply the sine 90, you will be having this equation, and sine 90 will be 1, sine 150 will be 0.5. If you simplify this, you will be getting 300 kilonewton, and this will be your force. So if you are taking this as a concurrent force system, the two forces are found here. That is, this rope is taking 300 Newton load, and this rope is taking 1039.23. You can see that the majority of the force is taken by the member BC. Okay, let us take the next joint, that is C. How many forces are there? If you are considering point C, it's a force which is acting downward, and that is P, and from C to B, that is TBC, force is acting, and TC to D, TC to D is here. Okay, so how to find these angles? So you have a 60-degree here, and if you draw a horizontal line, what will happen? The opposite angle will be the same 60-degree. So if this is 60-degree, and the rest of the angle will be 90-degree. If you take a single quadrant, so this angle will be 60 and rest will be 30-degree. And you have another quadrant at the left hand side, and 90 plus 30-degree will be 120-degree. From the rope BC to CD, you are having an angle of 120-degree. Okay, we have found that. And from BC to the load P, you are having exactly 90-degree, so 90 degrees here. And after knowing this as 60-degree, you can take a 90-degree, 60 plus 90 will be 150-degree. So this is how we can find the angles here. In similar way at the junction B also, if an angle is given, say for example, you know that BC to the force W, you have 90-degree angle. Okay, so if you are having the angle of 30-degree here, you can extend a line, and the opposite of this line will be having same 30-degree. And if you know this as 30-degree, and you will be having a quadrant, bottom quadrant here, and 90 plus 30 will be 120-degree. Hence, it is taken as 120, and if this is 30, the remaining degree will be 60-degree. So 60 plus 90 will be 150-degree. So this is how to find the angles. So you need to know the geometric property of lines. Okay. So after getting that, we will be simply using the Lami's theorem at the joint C. Okay. So P divided by sine 120, P by sine 120, TCD by sine 90, TCD by sine 90, and TBC. You already know the answer. The value which you got in TBC and TCB will be equal. Okay. So hence you already got this value here. So that is 1039.23. We will be using this same value. So 1039.23 divided by sine 150. Okay. So what are the unknowns here? There are two unknowns. So one value is known. Let us take the second two equations. So you can cross multiply sine 120 and find P. So P will be 1800 Newton. If you are taking first and second equation, you will be getting 1039 sine 90 divided by sine 150. So sine 90 will be 1, and divided by sine 150, you will be getting 2078.46. Now you found out all the values. So P is the solution which you got as 1200 Newton, and BC you already got 1039.23, and AB you got as 300 Newton, and CD right now you got as 2078.46. Yes, you got all the values of the forces. So whatever you are drawing in free body diagram, those values you received. So in order to take two loads, that is W is 600 and P is 1200. In order to take around 600 plus 1200 will be 1800. So 1800 force your rope should have this much of capacity in order to handle this load without failure. So your rope at B and C should be heavy, and the heaviest material and the strongest point should be C and D. Why? Because it has more force to take. And at A and B, there is nearly 6 times of force in reduction. So this member shall be some smaller member when comparing to this. Okay. This is a unique problem. Let us know how. The system of connected flexible cables as shown in figure. So these are the cables which are connected at 1, 2, 3. At 3 points the cable is being connected, and you have joints here A, B, C, D, E. So you have 5 number of joints, and the angle is given at each and every point. The figure is supporting two loads, that is 400 kilonewton and 500 newton. 400 Newton and 500 Newton, which is given here, and what you have to find is at point B and D. Determine the tension in various segments of the cable. So what are the various segments? A and B, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 number of segments you have to find. Okay, let us find that. Let us take each and every point and let us draw the free body diagram. So if I am drawing the free body diagram for the point B, so I am taking the point B and vertical downward I am having 400 Newton. I know the angle which is given as 60 degree, and if I draw a line, so the rest of the angle will be 30. For the top quadrant you have 30 degree here, and the rest of the angle will be 60. So 60 plus 30 will be 90 degree angle. Hence you can see that between B, C and D you have 90 degree angle. So it is written here. And also 60 and 30 are given already, and from the vertical axis you can see this will be exactly 90 degree, and the rest of the angle will be 90 degree. So only you have to find the forces. There are 3 unknown forces, that is BD, TBD and TBC and TBA. So these are the unknown forces. Note that all the forces should be tensioned, and let us find this. Okay, let us find the next free body diagram. So this is the point D, and at point D you have vertical downward force 500 Newton, and you have a angle of 45 degree. So if you draw a vertical line here, the opposite angle will be same. So you will be having a 45 degree angle here, and if this is 45 degree, the total angle will be 180, and if you subtract 180 minus 45, you will be getting 135. Okay, the right hand part is over. If this is 60 degree from the point B, from the vertical, if this is 60 degree, the opposite angle of this line will be a 60 degree. So this is how this became a 60 degree, and if this is 60, the total angle will be 180. So 180 minus 60 will be 120. Now you got all the angles at this equation. So we have 3 number of unknown here, and we have 2 number of unknown. Hence we can take the point D and find the TDE and TBD first. So if you want to find TDE, so let us find this. So we will be using this Lami's theorem, and you will be getting the equation of 500 divided by sine 105 degree. So this is 500 divided by sine 105 degree, and TDE, the opposite angle, is 120 degree. And TDE by 120, if you cross multiply, you will be getting TDE answer. So if you simplify, we got that 448.287 Newton. Next, let us take the TBD and let us find this value. And if you are taking TBD by sine 135, and let us equate TBD divided by sine 135 equal to 500 by sine 105. So this will be the equation. After cross multiplication, you got sine 135 degree here. Okay, so the TBD will be 365.9 kilonewton. So you got both the values. TDE and TBD is received. Okay. Let us take the next free body diagram, which is at point B. So you have three unknown forces and the fourth force is the load. So here you cannot use the Lami's theorem. Why? Because only if you have three number of forces and the object in state of equilibrium, you can find the solution here. You are having more than three number of forces, you can use resolution of forces. So what you can do is you can resolve horizontally and vertically. You can use summation of f of y equal to 0 and summation of f of x equal to 0 in order to find remaining forces. Okay. So let us resolve all the forces. You are having TBD and let us resolve in terms of vertically. So you will be having TBD. So always while resolving, take the angle with respect to horizontal. So if this is 60 degree, so the remaining angle will be 30 degree. So TBD into sine 30 degree. So TBD into sine 30 degree. If I resolve, it will go to the negative direction. And the next force is TBC, which after resolution, the angle from horizontal plane will be 60 degree. So TBC sine 60 degree, which will be upward. So TBC sine 60 degree, which will be plus. Okay, and you are having a downward force which is 400 Newton. Minus 400 is applied here. Now you know the force, that is TBD. Already we have found here, and it is 366 kilonewton around. So in this equation, you know the value of TBD, and after substituting the value of TBD here, the only one known is TBC. So you can take everything outside. So this will become plus, and this will become plus. You can add this and divide it by sine 60. You can get TBC value, and after simplifying, it is 673.204 Newton. And the next force is, you know TBC now, and TBD is already known. The only one unknown force is TBA. Let us resolve horizontally. So when resolving horizontally, TBA will be negative and minus TBA. If you resolve this, TBC cos 60 degree with respect to horizontal, which will be plus. So plus TBC cos 60 degree and plus TBD cos 30 degree. TBD cos 30 degree. No, TBD cos 30 degree. Now you know TBC value and 673.20 you can apply here, and only one unknown is TBD. So you can take all the things outside this equation and you can find TBA as 653.88 Newton. So these are the unknown component 1, 2, 3, 4. So we had 4 number of unknown component, all the 4 component is being found out. So all the various segments load is being found out. Okay. So this was a different problem. Why? Because if you can solve by using Lami's theorem, you have to use that, or else you can use resolution of forces in order to find the solution. Make sure that first you should take the minimum number of unknown forces. So first, if you are taking this point, that is at the point B, you will be having 3 number of unknown forces, so you could not be solved this. By experience, you will be knowing that first what we should take and second what we should take. So if you are taking at point D, you will be having minimum number of unknown forces, hence you can find this. Okay, so this is the next problem. Determine the tension in the different parts of the string as shown in figure. Find the value of W1 and W2. So these are the 2 unknown forces you have to find, and the same rope is being given. This can be either rope or cable or a strut. The angle is given in the picture. What you have to find is, you have to find the tension in different parts, that is at AB and BC are the parts here. So if you are taking at point B, so when drawing the free body diagram, you will be drawing 2 number of free body diagram, that is at point B and at point C. So point B covers BA and BC member, and if you consider point C, you will be getting CD and CB, these two members. Okay, so let us take the point C. If you are taking that, W2 is unknown, so W2 is written here, and T tensile force which is acting from the point C to B, so TBC, and next TCD. TCD is given here, and the angle will be, so totally you have 135 degree, and the rest of the degree will be 45 degree angle. So you have found out the rest of the angle. You know that the member which is connected at point C, which is having a pulley, and it is hung by 4 kilonewton force. So this member, whole member is joined at point C. The pulley is not the point where it takes load, it just transmits the load. That is why the point C and D is having the force of 4 kilonewton. So anywhere between C, D and this force, you will be having the same tension. So that is why TCD is written as 4 kilonewton. Now you know the force here, at least one force you are knowing here. So TCD by sine 90 degree, so TCD, that is 4 by sine 90, and W2 by sine 135 you have written here, and TBC divided by sine 135. So everything you have written here. If you need TBC, you can cross multiply this sine 135 degree outside, and 4 into sine 135 divided by sine 90. You will be getting TBC as 2.828 kilonewton. And if you need W2, you can use these two equations, and you can cross multiply 135 degree outside, and 4 by sine 90 into 135, you will be getting 2.828. And after solving this, you got the value of W2 as 2.828, and at BC you got 2.828 kilonewton. So both are same value. So let us find the rest. Okay, so let us take the point B, and at point B you have 3 number of forces, and this angle is 120 degree. You know that this will be 90 degree, and due to this angle is 120, the complete half cycle of a circle will be 180, and if you know this as 120 degree, rest of the degree will be 60. So 60 plus 90 will be 150 degree here. Okay, this is what it is written here. You can use Lami's theorem. So we already know this is 2.828. If you are using 2.828 by sine 150 and W by sine 120, W by sine 120, and TAB by sine 90. So if you need TAB, you can cross multiply sine 90 into this. TAB will be 5.656 kilonewton, and if you need W1, you can cross multiply here, and 2.828 by sine 150 into sine 120 will be there, and the answer of W1 will be 4.898 kilonewton. Yes, after finding this value, you got the unknown values. At AB point, you are getting 5.656 kilonewton, and the W1 is 4.898, BC will be 2.828, and W2 is 2.828 kilonewton. So this is how to solve the number of forces which is given in a state of equilibrium, or if you want to make any system of force into equilibrium, or any problem which is given, if you want to make that component into equilibrium, you have to use the Lami's concept, or you can use resolution of forces. So in order to the known values, so how many values are known, how to tackle that problem, that depends on the data which are available. So by this thing you can make your coplanar concurrent force system, whatever might be this oriented problems, you can give solutions for so many number of cases which are practically available. Yes, I hope that you got the concept of this class. Let us see you soon. Happy learning. See you again. Thank you.